What's up, everybody? This is the Jackhammer 2711 coming to you with yet another action figure review. Right now, what we're going to be taking a look at is the Masters of the Universe Classics Skeletor Intergalactic Overlord of Evil, which to everyone who is familiar with Masters of the Universe is the New Adventures version of Skeletor. He was available first on MattyCollector.com. He was the, I guess he would be the quarterly variant available for the subscription at this time. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, according to the last time I looked at the site this morning, he is still available for purchase on MattyCollector.com. He was available in August. And he is part of the 2014 Club Eternia subscription. You get him with your Club Eternia subscriptions during the month of August, along with the monthly figure, who is Flutterina, who I took a look at earlier. Taking a look at Skeletor in the packaging here, he comes pretty standardly packaged for Masters of the Universe Classics. You've got your standard blister card here from Masters of the Universe Classics with your Classics logo here, the yellow and green brick packaging. You see the Space Mutants sticker right there, so you can clearly see he's a member of the Space Mutants. And down there at the bottom, Skeletor, Intergalactic Overlord of Evil. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, you got a nice sampling of figures that are also available or were at one time available in the line. Of course, you've got your Masters Universe Classics logo up here at the top. And then taking a look, you've got Optic there. You've got that Galactic Protector He-Man from up here. Of course, the figure I have in hand here, Intergalactic Overlord of Evil, Skeletor. You've got Karate, still mutants, space mutants, spell check, that's not how you spell karate. Slushhead, and for some reason, unbeknownst to me, I don't know why, but they have Faker, Evil Robot of Skeletor on here. Why would they have Faker? Why would they have a Faker on the back of the packaging of a New Adventures figure? If only I could figure out why. Maybe whenever we open the packaging, we'll actually see exactly why he's pictured on the packaging. And for those of you who can't tell, I'm dripping in sarcasm right now. There's obviously a reason Faker's on the packaging. You'll see whenever he gets opened up, but really, really excited for that. And here you go. You have a bio for New Adventures, Intergalactic Overlord of Evil Skeletor. Keldor, the House of Miro, actually one of the real names that I'm fine with from the bios. But if you want to take a look at the bio, you can go ahead and pause and take a read, take a gander. As always, Matty Collector, where collectors are king, and collect them all. Lego Mumbo Jumbo on the bottom. That's how Mattel rolls. And there you go. New Adventures Skeletor in the packaging. I'm really excited to get him open. I was excited to get him to begin with whenever he was announced, but now that I have him in hand, my excitement is at a boiling point. So let's go ahead and break him out of his plastic prison and take a look at what he's got going on. Alright guys, so we're back here with New Adventures Skeletor, or he's being branded by Matty Collector this time, Intergalactic Overlord of Evil Skeletor, but he's New Adventure Skeletor. We all know what he is. Before we take a closer look at old Boneface there and what he's got going on, let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories that he comes with. First thing I want to take a look at is this Havoc staff, the new Intergalactic Havoc staff. This thing is awesome. I mean, just take a look at that. That's mean. That's evil looking. I don't care who you are. This scares me, and I don't scare easily. I mean, this thing is just detailed and sculpted out the wazoo. Maybe could do with a little bit of painted detail. That would have really brought out this sculpt a little bit better. But it is just a fantastically sculpted piece. I mean, there's sculpted detail here, here, just all throughout this thing. And it's painted in this kind of flat gunmetal gray that just really, 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 really matches up with this sculpt really well. As you can see, it kind of comes just a regular old handle here, and it comes down to, look at that. Not only is it the Havoc staff, it's also like pointed on the bottom for like cutting and stabbing. And let's face it, if you are the Overlord of Evil, the Intergalactic Overlord of Evil, you're going to be cutting and stabbing people. And this is a great way to do it. I mean, this thing just looks vicious. And of course, you know, in place of the kind of the goat head on the old Havoc staff, the Intergalactic Havoc staff kind of has a skull face here as a nod to he who wields it. And he who wields it is Skeletor, and we're going to be taking a look at him. But before we take a look at Skeletor, what is this? Orange hair. But it's Faker. Why the heck would they package another Faker head when we already have, oh my gosh, it's the battle damaged Faker head that every fan of Masters of the Universe has been begging for I don't know how long, and we're finally getting it. This thing looks awesome. There you see the bottom, just your standard Masters of the Universe Classics plug-in joint there for whenever you plug it into old Faker. But look at this. I mean, this just looks fantastic. Answering the age-old question, yes, Faker is just a Terminator. He's a Terminator. That's what he is. He's a blue-skinned Arnold Schwarzenegger sent from the future back into the past to kill He-Man. Because, I don't know, He-Man's way cooler than John Connor. But, anywho, there you have it. Battle damage Faker head that we've been begging for. Nice paint detail on the robotic eye there, as you can see. And just, man, just fantastic detail from the Four Horsemen once again. But, yeah. Battle damage Faker head. Get him. Intergalactic Skeletor. Faker was available for sale this month. He is sold out. I definitely did see that. He did sell out. I can't imagine there's going to be too many Fakers left. Especially since he was an exclusive at first. But if you can get your hands on a Faker, if you don't have him yet, or if you do have him, make sure you get Intergalactic Skeletor, because you will get this bad boy. This really, really awesome battle damaged Faker head. There it is. Boom. Hey, that's why Faker was on the back of the packaging. Once again, dripping in sarcasm, as I am often want to do. Anywho, let's take a look here at old Boneface. And boy, the Four Horsemen, they could have just mailed it in and sculpted a basic Skeletor head. Look at this thing. Look at the sculpt on this guy. I mean, the teeth. The teeth on this guy is just... he is an orthodontist's dream. Look at that. Just a fantastic sculpt. You've got the sunken in eyes with the red paint detail. Just fantastic. And I mean, this is enough. This is enough to sell this figure already, but watch this. Boom. Removable helmet. And even more sculpted detail on this guy. This head sculpt could be the best one in the entire Masters of the Universe Classics universe. I mean, he is just awesome. Come around to the back. You can see this sculpted detail, like this claw just going across the back of his head. Of course, you see the inside of the helmet is sculpted in such a way that it will fit nicely. You can kind of see the recesses in there of it where it will fit on that claw. Helmet looks nicely sculpted, kind of in a metallic gunmetal. Really good, really cool sculpted detail on that helmet. It fits nicely onto the figure. It just plugs in, fits really, really good. But man, that head sculpt on this guy is just really, really nice. Really good head sculpt. Moving on to the rest of the figure, you know, on the back, of course, he's got his long flowing cape. That is kind of a callback to the New Adventures figure. It's one of the iconic looks of Skeletor. Pretty much the only one that wears a cape. You can see the two little skull sculpted details there, the cape clasps, if you were, that kind of go down into this skull-shaped techno hoo-ha here on the chest. You can kind of see there, it looks kind of like two eyes, a nose, and like the teeth of a skeleton right there. Sort of like Space Punisher, a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. He's got this nice sculpting detail along the sides here of the armor. Let's talk about the armor for a second. A lot of controversy in the community whenever the figure is revealed because it has the bulky armor that people like to refer to as bulky armor. I'm going to be honest with you. Would it be nice if I could get the arms a little bit flatter to the side than they are allowed to go with this sculpt and this armor? Yeah, it would be nice, but as you can see, I mean, I've got his arms pushed in as far as they'll go, and it's not like they're out here or anything like that. I mean, you can still get the arms pretty close to the side. Is the armor a little bit bulky? Yeah, it is. It's a little bit bulky. The good news is if you've seen some of the pictures that they've released of the Ninja slash Ninja Warrior action figure that is scheduled to be released next year, one of the new design managers has kind of fixed, I guess you could say, that issue where the clasps for the armor, instead of being kind of out to the side here, will be more in the back in this area. So that's going to be nice for next year. It really doesn't fix the problem with this figure. I say problem. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, to me, that's one of those things that if you're that stressed out about the arms being out here instead of like maybe like here, you're just being a little bit too picky in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. It doesn't really bother me that much. But the sculpt of this armor is really, 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 really nice. I mean, you can just really see those sculpted details right there. And I mean, whenever you pair that up with that head sculpt, I mean, you're just getting a fantastic figure. Once again, kind of that skull motif. Looking at the back of this armor, just look at that. I mean, you can see his exposed spine. Just going up the back. All these little details right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't probably really tell on the camera, but that's all in like a metallic blue paint. These details here in the arms, here, across the top of the shoulder there, those are metallic blue details. Down here on the legs, they're all painted in like a really, really pretty metallic blue that just really makes this figure pop and stand out. Taking a look at the arms, he's got new shoulder pieces here that were sculpted specifically for him. You know, you got the two wires on this side, and then on this side you have the single wire on that side. So really, 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 really cool. I like it a lot. Of course, these are the kind of the Roboto arms down to this point. And these hands, I think we've seen these hands before, maybe with like Horde Prime. I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to go pull my Horde Prime out and take a look at it. I'm not certain, but I think we've maybe seen these on Horde Prime. If not, they're a new piece too. You know, taking a look now down at his cod piece here. You know, he's got the skull on the belt, and these sculpted details all around the back. Look at that. I mean, even the back of the pants are just sculpted to the nines. I mean, with all these little stud details here. Just really, really a great, fantastic sculpt on this figure. And then moving down to the legs, taking a look. Of course, these leg pieces are all new. From this point down to the bottom here to his feet, all brand new sculpts, brand new pieces. Very, 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 very cool. And of course, the armor is removable. I'm not going to take it off for purposes of this video, just because the underneath is just the standard male buck. You can kind of see it right there. That's just the standard Masters Universe Classics male buck down there underneath. The head is, of course, removable. I'm not going to do that either right now. I mostly just because I don't want to take the head. He looks so good. I just don't want to take off the armor and take the head off, because I just feel like you guys seeing him like this is the way he was intended to be viewed and looked at. Just quickly going over the articulation. Head does go up and down a little bit, side to side. It will go all the way around. Arms go about that far. They are hindered a little bit by the cape here, but they will go all the way around. See there, you kind of work with it a little bit. They go up about that far until they hit the cape. Back down, he's got a swivel at the bicep. Single point at the elbow there. Twist kind of in this area. Does have the ab crunch. Not hindered at all by the armor. Just a little bit maybe, but not too bad. He has the waist twist. Legs go about this far forward. You will be able to get him into a nice seated pose there. Really, really easy to get him seated down. Legs go back about that far. He does have the twist there at the thigh. Single point at the knees. No boot cut. I really would have liked to seen a boot cut articulation maybe right here, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it would have broken up the sculpt too bad if they'd have done that. But there is no boot cut articulation. And of course, really, really tight ankle joints. Yeah, just in my opinion, a fantastic figure. Let's get him all Havoc staffed up there. His hands, the plastic on his hands are a little bit soft, but not in such a way that he can't still hold on to the Havoc staff. As you can see there, he has a really, really good grip on it. But yeah, so there you have him. New Adventure Skeletor. Really nice figure. Quite possibly could be the figure of the year, in my opinion. But I really like him. Four Horsemen have done another excellent job. And as always, rate, share, subscribe. Let me guys know what you like. Let me guys know what you don't like, how I can improve these reviews. And I'll keep them coming, guys. If you like them, I'll keep them coming. Appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip side.